Hi, welcome to your weekly tarot reading. This is going to be a quick reading. Try to keep it under 30 minutes. I know you guys don't all have a ton of time to devote to these. Yeah, let's get started. Always use your own logic, discernment, intuition when making decisions, and I hope these will be like a jumping off point or a spark to put you in the right direction or, you know, clarify whatever it is that you're wondering about or we'll see. Yeah, I thought I would just start again with the Rider-Waite deck and just pull a few cards for the week and then some other decks and see what happens. Hope you all are having a good week so far. It's Monday, so probably not too much has happened, but okay, so for the highest and greatest good of all, let's see what universe. Whoa. Two of Cups. This is seeing eye to eye with someone. It could be partnership. It's often talks about someone that you love. Two hearts, coming together, two souls, that kind of thing, intertwining. I think of that song, To You. But really, I mean, seeing eye to eye with someone, it's understanding them. It's like reaching out, I think, to also exchange emotion, sharing your feelings with someone. Yeah, maybe it's like the masculine, feminine kind of thing. Just balance, though, too. So maybe that was for Monday. I don't know. Let's see. I'm trying to get a good setup here. It's very rainy. I was going to go over to my studio, but it's really rainy out, and just thought I would do this quickly. Okay, so for Tuesday, I guess. Or what else is to be known? I don't know. Let's see. The Knight of Swords. So I feel like this is you, or someone you know. It could be an air sign, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, or just the energy. A lot of thought, swords having to do with thoughts. This could be this person, one of them. Maybe there's just a lot of communication going on between you and someone else, or in your head even. Just a lot of thoughts, a lot of thinking about what you should do. Maybe sometimes I just think of it as someone who just has a lot of information that they want to share. They're pretty quick to talk, quick to express their point, their opinion. It sort of advises that you think a little bit before you rush into something. And since it is night, I think of Gemini, but Gemini is the twins, so maybe that has something to do with that. Just feeling like you're connected to someone, or someone else is like, other half or something like that, but or maybe literally twins. I think Beyonce had her twins. I don't know. Maybe that's something that people are talking about. I don't know. But this is someone who's kind of in their 20s, 30s, just has a lot to say, a lot on their mind maybe, and a lot of quick thought. Maybe just expressing yourself and how you feel with someone else. It could be, since it's a little bit different for me. Usually when I do these readings, I kind of have more of a conversation kind of thing and just let the cards pop out, and whatever is reversed is someone else or energy coming at me. Sometimes that's like, it could be energy coming at you. And for, upright, it has more to do with myself, but I don't know, reverse, that you could just keep an eye out for someone who, because reversed, always think of things both ways. This could be someone who rushes in with the truth. This could be someone that rushes in with a lot of, slander kind of thing, gossip or whatever like that. But hopefully it's just someone with a lot of information to share, and they want to get their point across, maybe getting their point across to someone else. But anything having to do with communication, sharing communication. Gemini. I did ask about, all the stuff that's going on now with, like, communication, and did, like, Trump have anything to do with that? What's interesting is what came up is the High Priestess. And I didn't really know how to take that. I thought maybe it could, be, 2 letters, like no or something, but or it could just mean, like, keep it to yourself. I don't know, keeping things to yourself, keeping things close to chest, not sharing things, secrets. Then I asked, did Russia interfere with the election? I actually have not asked this until this point, so because I don't really like to, I don't know, if messages come through, I kind of let whatever people's interpretations are of them. Anyways, when I asked that, which was strange, it was kind of a progression, the Empress popped out. So I didn't really know how to take that either. From the High Priestess to the Empress, if it does have to do with letters, it would be 3 letters. And then I was kind of thinking, well, that's like a lot of, like, feminine energy. I don't know. I was thinking how I described the High Priestess and the Empress before is like, the High Priestess having to do with the moon, like the first, and then the Empress having to do with more of, like, the physical reality, so Mother Nature kind of thing, an extension of the High Priestess. So some sort of, I don't know, First Lady, maybe? I don't know, maybe there's something there. Maybe she knows. Maybe she's keeping some secrets. Who knows? This is the Knight of Cups. So, this, again, is similar to the Knight of Air. This has more to do with your emotions, feelings, bringing some, some sensitivity to the situation, maybe. It's about keeping your footing, keeping balance, not being overly emotional. Not like between these two, and they were reversed. So I kind of feel like being emotionally influenced to talk, or to say things, or maybe under duress, or like or just like don't spill the beans or something, or just having a lot of emotions and trying to keep balanced, trying to be sensitive to all situations, all parties, maybe sharing how you feel. This can also denote anything with social media. So maybe just being overly emotional on social media or something, or just like letting your emotions influence you. So again, it could be any water sign: Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. And again, Knights I kind of think of as Pisces, so mutable. So my nails, I really need a manicure. Okay, let's see if there's any further clarification on the Knights and the Two of Cups. Maybe these are the same, the Knight of Swords and the Knight of Cups. are these two people that are seeing eye to eye, that they kind of like get each other, they're like on the same wavelength or something like that. Just notice more of like the mountains in the background look more like, this is the Radiant Rider Waite. It's that's all I had. I like the other one better because I like more muted tones, but I just for the first time noticed the background here and the river. I just thought of this Justin Timberlake song, Cry Me a River, or something like that. Looks more like Arizona or like just huge mountainscapes. I don't know if that means anything to anyone. Maybe traveling. Sometimes, nights bring information or energy to situations. So it could be traveling somewhere with a lot of information. I kind of tend to think of cups, feminine, swords, more masculine. So again, sounds like that. Let's see. Let's see if there's further clarity, or let's see, would be on Thursday by now. Thursday or further clarity for the highest and greatest Queen of Wands. Wow, there's a lot of people going on. Queen of Wands. I feel like she's more like reserved in her. She's pretty confident. She has a lot of creative ideas, a lot of, intellect, also creativity, passion, all of these kinds of things. Fire sign, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. I usually tend to think of her more as Leo because, again, Sagittarius would be a knight, and Aries would be a page, but it could be any of them, or just someone embodying that fiery energy. So it could be you or someone you know. The Lion, she's looking off, and so like she looks pretty disinterested. He's bringing her information. She looks pretty disinterested. But it doesn't always relate like that. It could just be someone who has who's pretty in charge of especially like a creative industry, like actually someone who's I feel like she's quiet. I feel like she's a little bit quieter. She's I don't know. We'll see what happens. So like the Empress is on the bottom again. So it's the Empress. So maybe these two relate somehow. 3. She encapsulates all the queens. I feel like she has all the different elements. And as a major arcana, number 3, she is like the Mother Nature kind of persona. So it could denote someone who is in your life that is like a mother figure type person. Maybe you need to call your mom or something like that. Or just someone who, if she's younger, she could be, again, a Leo, or just someone who has a lot of creative energy. She is about creation. So, Venus here. So, creation, beauty, all that. Someone who makes things more beautiful. They come into a situation and maybe a room, they're able to, like, with a few, clicks of their hand or something, they're able to make the entire room look more beautiful. That kind of person. Someone just a lot of energy put into those areas. Someone who just like naturally beautiful, naturally like comfortable in their own skin, likes to be in nature. Libra, Taurus, maybe. So we have like all the elements, but that's at the bottom. So let's see. Maybe on Thursday you'll be dealing with the Queen of Wands. This could be someone like a boss. If she's reversed, she can be a little bit like crazy, a little bit manipulative, a little bit not in control of all that energy. Someone who like likes to be the center of attention kind of thing. Hopefully you're dealing more with the like mature, reserved, creative, tamed energy. A little cat there. So think of Egypt because of the pyramids. So again, just noticing the background a lot. Big mountains and the pyramids. For whatever reason, one of the readings I did popped into my mind, and it's pretty easy to find. It's the 2-hour long reading. I'm trying to keep these shorter. So maybe there's something in that reading that's important for someone. Maybe if you watched like part of it or something, maybe you go back and watch the other part. I don't know. I feel like, because I went through all the signs with that video, and it kind of like, it's interesting if you put it into a different context. And yeah, so just, I don't know, maybe that's important to you. I'll put the link for that below, and as always, you can reference any of the playlists that I provide below in the details, expanded details, with further visuals and clarity on whatever it is that we're talking about here, some of the card imagery, symbolism, and see what stands out to you. Like I said, also, I'm trying to find a good time to do the Odyssey, talk about that a little bit, just why I picked things, why I picked different videos to put into these playlists, because there's so many connections, there's so much. I mean, I find new connections every day, and that is the point. I designed it that way so that people could look at these playlists and find their own connections and let those be jumping off sparks for them. But yeah, just you can see how it applies to you. I found this really funny connection, like just that Britney Spears is in the Fire playlist, actually. She's the Princess of Fire, relates to the Thoth deck, the Princess of Fire, the airy part of fire. And she, she's talking to the guy, and she's like, oh, maybe that's what this is. Maybe this is like what, I don't know, because it's been on my mind since I thought of it this morning. How he gives her like the necklace from the Titanic movie, and she's like, oh, I thought the lady dropped it down into the water at the end of the movie. And he's like, well, baby, I went down and got it for you. And then I kind of thought of connected that to number 11, Bourne's video. It says, I'm diving deeper for you. So between those two, it's kind of like the same person in a way, going to the depths of something for someone who may or may not appreciate it, just kind of whatever, maybe just, oh, that's sweet. But say if you were in design, fashion, I mean, I immediately thought of like scuba wear and maybe even like turn of the century, more like older scuba wear, like the masks and things like that, and turning that into letting that be a jumping off point for some fashion collection or something, like coral reefs and like things like that, which also brought me to the like Da Vinci. He designed some sort of scuba mask type thing that are in his drawings. It's like the first breathing apparatus type situation ever invented. So like those kinds of design elements, and just letting these playlists bring up new thoughts and connections in your mind and see where they bring you. So how did I get on that? Oh yeah, so you can reference those and see what the visual metaphors are for, visuals are for these cards. Maybe appreciating, maybe on Thursday, getting a little bit more like appreciative of something that might have been brought to your attention, making sure you're not being too like aloof or, just be present, I guess. A lot of people, and say emotion mostly so far, but this is the Six of Wands. So again, this is like your little parade coming in. You're not all the way done. It's like people cheering you on and maybe supporting you, helping you, like giving you a leg up at work or something like that. Like just feeling like you have people in your corner. And again, Wands, so fire energy, and it's number 6, so it could be some sort of decision after you feel like you've been kind of successful at something. It could just be like, I mean, this horse always looks really suspicious to me. Like he's about to, like, this is like some sort of, like Monty Python and the Holy Grail kind of thing. It's a fake horse or something. There's maybe people underneath there. Maybe lift up the curtain, lift up the veil. I thought of like the Iron Curtain. It talks about not resting on your laurels. Because this is, I mean, this is you being successful at something. If this is talking about Friday or this person maybe, or just whatever your situation is, see how it relates to you. But if this is Friday, this could, ending the week on a really positive note, feeling really successful at something, some sort of victory, small victory. Maybe people I just thought of like an office birthday party for some reason. So maybe it's your birthday. People are celebrating you at work, or you're just excited, thank God it's Friday kind of thing, riding home, feeling like, accomplished another week, and you're just excited that it's over, excited for the weekend. But to also, if it is some sort of creative or work-related celebration, victory kind of success, you may need to make another decision after that, or, you still have a ways to go to get to the 10, to finish up. So again, not resting on your laurels. This also reminds me of Chanel's resort collection and also Gucci's with the laurel headbands, ancient Greece and things like that. Maybe someone's I just want to say, I don't even know what this word means. Greaser? What is, I don't know. Let's move on. But this is, you feeling successful at something. Feeling like you did a good job. I have in that playlist, We Are the Champions by Queen there. So just, again, maybe not getting overly excited, thinking that you've won something completely, it's all over, it's in the bag kind of thing. Just kind of keep it in perspective, I guess. But it talks about having some sort of success at the end of the week, maybe. And she's looking at him he's riding away. Which again makes me think of a song called Leave You in the Dust. Maybe you're leaving, if she's reversed and she kind of sucks, maybe you're leaving her in the dust. But I feel like it's more like a creative victory. You're kind of wondering if this will be the situation, or you're looking forward, looking into the future a little bit, wondering if this is going to be successful, whatever endeavor, thing that it is that you're working on. Will you be able to, get away with it? Will you be able to, move forward with it? And this is saying yes. So, let's see what kind of context this is in. I kind of feel like it has to do with emotions or some sort of creative endeavor, but not really sure. Let's see, context for these cards, these energies for the week. Chariot. So again, another victory kind of card. Number 7, you're on the road to truth. You're on your way to figuring something out. Again, another major arcana. So this is some sort of major victory, though, major success. This is you reining things in and making them work, making them go forward in the direction that you want to go. Could just also talk about movement forward, moving in. Maybe moving in with someone at the end of the week or over the weekend or something, or moving cities, moving locations, moving offices, moving whatever. But getting there, not. Let's see that. Again, this is a general reading, so keep that in mind. Queens, kings can be, reversed. It's general, so maybe this is just, again, applying to a mass group of people, and it's just an overall sort of victory or suggestion to rein things in. To be in control of 2 opposing or opposite forces. Probably just maybe you're going away for the weekend, moving cities, moving from city to city, or having seeing both sides of something. I kind of think of also, so profile, something with your car, perhaps. Making sure that you have like all the necessary things if you are traveling or like going on a small like weekend trip. Sure you have gas in your car. Making sure there's no like nothing wrong with your car or your. And by the way, like a chariot can mean any kind of travel. Also, like a plane, helicopter, anything. Car, train, subway. So just being alert, I guess. But this is basically saying you're getting there. You're moving forward. You're on your way. You're on your way to success, maybe. So, let's see. If there's anything else. I mean, the chariot also is related to the moon or Cancer. So, I feel like it has more to do with emotions and just like feeling your way through something. Maybe something that speaks to your heart. Happening over the weekend. Again, maybe moving in with someone or like going somewhere, going on a date or something like that. Maybe you have a big date planned and it's going to be really fun or something like that. Or maybe someone's asking you out, asking you to go have a drink or something. Maybe you missed their call, but you're going to figure it out. You're going to go anyway and like it's going to be good. Sunflowers. I don't know. Let's see. Maybe there's something with the moon happening on the end of the week. Nine of Cups just popped out again. It's like the genie in the bottle. You kind of feel like he's like, maybe I'll find a clip for I Dream a Genie or something, put that below. But this is feeling really satisfied, feeling like you are comfortable with how you feel, some sort of like whatever wish that you've been wanting things to happen, whatever you've been wishing for, whatever you've been wanting. Be small, it doesn't have to be a huge thing. It can also mean don't be careful what you wish for, but like I think mainly just like sitting pretty, like feeling good, feeling happy with whatever victory this is. Probably again something having to do with emotion because it's like having it. Usually when it's a 9, it's like feels like having it all, or the entire like all of it. Again, I just feel like. Again, a 9 again is the end of a cycle, completion of something. So maybe it's a Sunday, feeling victorious, feeling like it was a good weekend. Maybe just sitting back and relaxing, watching something. For whatever, all these drapey things, and the river too. Maybe that's what was drawing my attention. The river here kind of looks drapey, but all these like drapes and folds. I don't know, it's just really calling my attention. So maybe that means something to you. Maybe you're like learning how to drape. I don't know. I think of working with the fabric, working with whatever it is that whatever medium that you have, like working hand in hand with it. Maybe working hand in hand with like 7 is a spiritual number. So if you are someone who has a very like spiritual side to yourself, like it's working hand in hand with spirit to help move you forward, letting kind of someone like spirit or whatever, like trusting in your intuition to guide you forward, to push you in the right direction. I also just noticed his like shield, which is kind of cool, like his armor. It's like reflective metal. Like I saw like a sheet of metal with like kind of like ripples, kind of like, that, or like this, but really like subtle ripples, creating this sort of effect on his, like the breastplate. This is also the card that reminds me of the Ark of the Covenant, just because of the boxy structure and the two opposite energies and how it was constructed, and sometimes, these are all the signs of the zodiac, and sometimes he has them like he's wearing them around his neck, and they kind of are different colors, kind of like the breastplates that the person that was in charge of that, or the high priest or whatever, was who was able to talk to the Ark of the Covenant. I don't know what he did, but like had a a colorful that would light up. So I don't know. Just keep bringing that up, but like maybe again, just reining things in. What do you need to do to rein things in? What area of your life, or what could you do to make things come full circle and make you feel like you can just sit back and relax this weekend, instead of worrying about things, like maybe just finishing things up, like before you go away. But again, maybe something with Egypt. Sphinx is said that there's like a library, or possibly a library under one of the Sphinx in Egypt, or that's one sort of conspiracy theory. I'm one of those people that like love those kind of like ancient, like sort of curiosities, archaeology, that kind of thing. So maybe digging up something, also like feeling happy with what you've come across. Maybe you've come across your own like sort of personal wish, like fulfillment, genie kind of thing. Maybe the moon or just emotions are playing a really big role in people's lives. So knowing that you can have like a heads up, you can kind of know that maybe on this day, or Wednesday or Tuesday would be days to pay attention to, especially with the energy cards. But I kind of just feel like it's you getting whatever you've been wanting emotionally, whether it's a relationship, dating, someone asks you out, like whatever you've been wanting, just getting that and it coming through. There you go. Someone driving by, coming through, like yeah, and you just feeling good about that, and just like, it all worked out kind of thing. Yeah, 9 is, and completion of something. For whatever reason, I just thought of your, you add up all your numbers in your birthday to get your year, your personal year, your life path number, and then you can find like what those mean. So maybe you, I don't know why that just popped into my head, but maybe you're a 9 life path number. That's funny. I'm a 6 life path number, so together they end up being like the glyph, the 6-9 glyph for Cancer. So maybe Cancers are playing an important role in your life, and it's something to pay attention to. Yeah. So let's see. Maybe I'll pull some from the Thoth deck. I like their imagery a little bit better, but it's not as traditional. So let's see if there's anything else for people to know for the coming week. The Hermit. This could be a Virgo. Again, 9. Usually this is like, it could literally be hermit staying in or that kind of thing. Maybe you're staying in and just comfortable Netflix kind of night, this weekend. So happy being in, happy. Maybe there's, I don't know, if there's going to be moon, rain, maybe, I don't know, but yeah, whatever. So it can literally mean being a hermit. Or just, again, like on Road to Truth, spiritual, usually a very spiritual card. Someone who follows, one step at a time. It also is related to the star card because he's like following his little star in the lantern usually. You can see that there. Again, getting guidance, maybe some sort of spiritual guidance, spiritual help, looking for answers, looking for some sort of facts or truth or something like that, looking kind of in the dark, like making your way through the dark. this reminds me of the number 5 video I have, shards of glass or something like that, like three-headed dog too. Maybe, again, maybe seeing things from all these different perspectives, angles, and like reining them in, like having one concise direction, but finding your direction, seeking things out. Maybe someone's seeking you out. Maybe it's a Virgo. It doesn't have to be Virgo, but it can be. It's often denoted, or I just thought like inverse, because the glass, or the different angles here, it's like the inverse colors, and it also reminds me of like Starry Night, or just those kind of brush strokes, or Monet or something like that, like, or I mean whatever. Just the green, like I like that up there, those colors together, the aqua and the green, yellow. Also kind of like when the sunlight pierces through like a window or the clouds or something like that, and you get all these like rays of light. So maybe just think of Lana Del Rey. Word associations. Prisms, maybe. Holding your light in, because the light's within this lantern, like glass, some sort of glass confinement, glass container, glass house. Looking for, transparency, seeing through something, looking for answers, I think. Looking for what's real, just being real, not being fake or anything like that, because both of these, like, well, I mean, really all of these, like, reverse could be kind of fake, superficial. So just making sure that you're, being genuine in your approach to things, maybe, and to your conversations with people, just being honest. Oh God, I just dropped it. I don't even know where it went. It was the Queen of Swords. Which, in this, maybe I'll try them. Like a kangaroo, because this top has like a little kangaroo pocket. This is the Queen of Swords. There's a lot of Kathy Griffin and how she, like, she's holding Trump's head. She's just like, she looks pretty relaxed. Her arm looks really strange, like disjointed, or like contortionist. I don't know if it looks strange to anyone else besides me, but again, this is someone who like speaks the truth. So between the Hermit and maybe the Hermit is looking for answers from you for the truth. Or you are the Hermit and you're looking for answers for the truth, and you're just kind of cutting through the bullshit, really not like putting up with any sort of maybe drama from the Queen of Wands, or again with these like prisms and the light and behind her, the clouds. Like they look like stitches almost, like they're, if you can see that, off the rays, like little stitches in time. I think it's mainly just the truth, seeking out the truth. She looks pretty relaxed in her, okay, so definitely something with the Chariot, because the Chariot just popped out here. This one, I think, more of like time travel. I would love to do a reading where I just like go into all these like weird conspiracies and like thoughts and whatever that, because the wheel and like I think of like the Aztec wheel, and just seems like more of like a vortex thing. Maybe going into the vortex, going into the unknown, protecting yourself. Again, it has the crab at the top. For Cancer, so maybe another Cancerian energy, which is very protective, very I always think of Cancers as kind of quiet, but they're not necessarily. I'm a Cancer rising, so usually I feel like Cancers come off as pretty sweet, but they're like, they are very protective. They have their crab shell, and they usually hide in that, and then they hide under, go into another rock and cave or something and hide in there as like protective shell armor, you know, protecting yourself, protecting your ideas, protecting yourself, your heart, I think of too, like, if this is you, this is just being very, like, I feel like proactive and protective of what it is that you want or want to say, maybe, or that makes sense. I don't know if that makes sense, but swords and water. So talking again about your emotions, but something coming through, something coming by. It's like gargoyles. There's going a lot of different directions right now. There's a lot of, like, you know, Gothic architecture, universities. University of Chicago here, but spinning huge wheels, something with big wheels, really big wheels. Kind of looks like a tractor though too, going all over the place. Egypt to the country to, where else did I say? Like Arizona, Utah. Maybe, you know, lots of people out there, so again, Cancer. So you just heading towards something that will just bring clarity to something, and you're going to feel very successful, understood, clear on what it is and where it is you're going, headed. How to, you know, maybe you just need the facts. Maybe you just need some information, and she can give it to you. She can give you a good second opinion. Whoever this Queen of Swords is to you, if it's you, it's just using your brain. You know, it's using your mental capacity. It's making sure that you think things through, then you say things as they are, and really not anything superfluous. It's probably what I should be doing right now. But yeah, so, oh yeah, it's 42 minutes already. I don't know how I talk so long. Yeah, so just maybe asking for the truth, asking for the facts so that you can make a more informed decision if you are making a decision. I'll pull an encouragement card, and then they're oracle cards, and then another oracle card to sum up the entire reading. So this is the Winged Enchantment Oracle deck. I like these cards. I feel like they're more like just encouragement, like more on a personal level instead of like overall summation here. So let's see, for the highest and greatest good of all, wisdom, suggestions, advice, encouragement, Loon. This one also wants to come out. Woodpecker, sparrows. I haven't gotten any of these cards before, so I'm curious. Then our little roses. This reminds me of a picture I took in like 5th grade. Okay. Anyways, 20 Loon, 38 Woodpecker. Both those numbers have been like just coming up for me everywhere, so maybe they mean something to you. 38 ends up being an 11, and that's a gateway. 20 reduces down to 2, like the 2 of Cups. So again, partnership maybe. It's kind of scary, but pretty. Like think of that scene in the Disney movie, Kiss the Girl, like some sort of, in The Little Mermaid, and that, like, I don't know what they're called, things that they row their boat into. All right, oh, here it is. Let's see, I'll read both. Loon. So you can see these. I'm Loon, the keeper of dreams and master of wishes. I am the place where poets wander. I am the world the great visionaries traverse. I am the lonely woods that beckon the mystic. I am where the madmen get lost and where the medicine men dream. To enter my waters, you've gone searching for a new reality. Your dreams have inspired you, your fantasies have lured you in. Though the flow of wishes and hopes intoxicate and stimulate, sometimes they hold you hostage. I will let you envision new worlds, but you cannot linger long. From here you must recognize your own part in your own life story. I am the enticement of shadows. Step inside my dream, my deep lakes. Oh, diving deeper. My deep lakes. And pull from it the endings you dream of. You are playing with possibility. You're exploring the land of dreams. You're fantasy. You're Loon. I kind of think of like playing with identities, playing with who you are too. You know, looks like the water like dropping. I really am having trouble like coming up with words today, but like, but almost like it's coming out of the water. Means anything to anyone. I also think of like nerves and all the trees here, and like opening up neural pathways and like just electrifying things and like coming to new connections, conclusions, understandings of things through finding new bridges and ways of going about. You know, if you always go one way, repetition kills. You know, like if you always go one way, you're going to probably come to the same answers, the same sort of inspirations, the same sort of, so like switching it up a little bit, bringing your dreams into reality, that kind of thing. Maybe gaining some inspiration from someone or spirit or whatever. Let's see. 38, Woodpecker. I think of like carving out something, carving out a niche for yourself. Carvings, wood carvings, craftsmanship, maybe birdhouse, and birds. I think I mentioned before I forget, and since Chanel did come up in this reading, I think I mentioned this in another video about this Chanel belt. It's like, I guess it's vintage. I mean, it looks pretty 80s. And I found in this like really great like vintage shop off of Route 35 in Texas. You go between Dallas and Waco, and like just off the road, like sort of you'd never know to go there if people didn't tell you. And just have like a lot of really interesting things. The guy said he was like related to Kira Sedgwick. I don't know. It's really random. But anyways, I found this there, and it's like some sort of a Chanel belt. But I would just wear it as a necklace. I love this thing, actually. I used to wear it all the time in college. Yeah, so all little trinkets and charms. You being charming with your words, charming with your approach to things. Yeah, it doesn't really go with my outfit, but that's okay. Okay, let's see. Woodpecker. I am Woodpecker. The rhythm of the ancients and the heartbeat of the earth. It's funny, I said ancient art something earlier about ancient civilizations. I'm the drummer, I am the percussion of life, I am the one who digs deep and finds the secrets hidden within. I am in tune with the world and allow my echoes to lead me to the hearts of others. I can dredge up those things forgotten. I can call out that which hides. Know that everything has a time, a beat of its own. Know that there are always more layers beneath the surface. I have come to change the pace and alert you to something new on the horizon. Align yourself now with what needs to be rather than what has fallen out of sync. Look to where your heart pulls you and let it play out. Find the new beat of your life. There is great power in realignment. You are captivating sound. You are energy of vibration. You are connection. You are Woodpecker. Which I also think of like frequencies and vibrations and levitation, and that being a possibility for moving monuments and sounds, and just the power of sound waves, and also timing. What it said, keeping pace, diving between like layers and all that. But just again with these readings, always keep in mind that timing is different for everyone. I'm going to take this off actually. Timing is different for everyone, so keep an open mind to what's past, passing, coming to be. And pace, again, is also different for everyone, so this might clarify things for you or give you a glimpse into the future, or just, yeah, some of it or all of it may apply to you. Connection. Again, talking about connections, it's funny. There's always more layers beneath the surface and diving deep. So, yeah, not just staying, getting some sort of, starting point, inspiration, just that being it. Like diving deeper, seeing how it applies to your life and why does it apply to your life? Why did it stand out to you in the first place? Why did, what calls you about that? What is it about that specific inspiration that makes you want to incorporate it into what you're doing? Because then that answer will be more personal, and then it can't help but be unique. Whatever it is that you're creating or making or finding out tells you something about yourself as well, your interests, and so yeah, diving deeper, finding the layers, finding how it applies on multiple levels, not just emotion, but like how can this apply in so many different contexts. It's also what I advise to do with the playlist also, because again, there's about like 9 layers of connections and all these different ways of looking at it, from art to inspiration to politics to history, creation to divination. So it's just like really all encompassing, and you really kind of have to dive into something in order to really appreciate something that is complex. And I think the things that are complex can have like easy, simple, direct ways of explaining things, but it wouldn't be far less interesting if it was not as complex, not as intricate, not as, like, think of intricate, like weaving and like intertwining. Again, intertwining. Infinity, the connections between all things, finding new connections. And if you're ever stuck with something, I feel like it's to pull in the most random inspiration that you can to whatever it is you're working on or wondering about, and see how that could potentially fit maybe in a different context, or just combining two really opposite things again, and trying to figure out a way that it works, even if it doesn't stay, just to help you see things from a different perspective, from someone else's perspective, from a totally different angle, that especially if you tend to work on your own, you need to do that, in order to make something more, like, diversify something, or to make it more interesting, or, to bring in inspirations and things like that. So you really have to start looking at things from all angles, and see that, everything's relative, and we're all so different, and, we have different opinions, different hopes, dreams, wishes. We've come from different places, backgrounds, experiences. So to try to be understanding with that as well. This week it might be important. Maybe like, don't be too brash, don't be too harsh with something, but speak the truth. If you're put in that position, let's see, sum this up from the Enchantment Oracle. 37, cleaning house. So maybe you're cleaning house. Solitude's on the bottom. 37, 1. This one's like not that exciting. You're basically like, I was cleaning earlier. Like maybe I just need to clean more. You need to clean house. Spring cleaning. Getting rid of clutter. Clearing the space so that you have, space to think. And especially if you're someone who kind of enjoys having a cleaner, uncluttered environment in order to be more productive, like, do what you have to do in order to, strip away the excess, clear the space, clear your mind, wide floorboards, and dusting out, getting rid of the dust, getting rid of the clutter, things that you don't need, this old vintage wallpaper too. Maybe resurfacing something, or like giving new life to something by bringing in pattern, by bringing in something having to do with like wallpaper, or reverse could be like covering something up, you know. Let's see what it says. Very simply mean to clean house. Really, I think the point of all of these readings and things we talk about is just to get you to think about, to like question, think about things from a different way, or get the wheels turning, you know, to get the wheels turning to see things from a new, maybe go a different direction, or find a new direction, find a new place to land, I want to say. She's like this weird sort of like, she's like a person, little broomstick like person. It's time to clear the clutter and make way for better things. Upright, when you see the cleaning house card in a reading, it's time to declutter your life, get rid of unwanted things in your physical home, and release what you no longer want or truly need. Is there any unfinished business you need to address? I think I mentioned that earlier, like getting, finishing things up so you can enjoy the weekend. Thoughts, memories, and emotions and emotional baggage must be swept out of your house as well. Your conscience must be clear for you to move freely in the world, celebrate a spring cleaning, and feel the freedom as you make way for much better things. Look at what you've resisted discarding and be honest about its value. Be honest, clean house. So really questioning things, really questioning yourself, questioning what it is you're doing, why you're doing things, so that you can make the most conscious, informed decisions. Reversed, it would mean, why do you hold on to things that remind you of the past? Is your home cluttered with objects that bring up unhappy memories? Do you have a tendency to attract broken people who need to be fixed? If you're involved in this type of emotional project, stop now and clean house. Being needed isn't going to get you what you really need. That said, even if you initially resist letting go of excess physical or emotional baggage, you'll feel amazing afterwards. Let go and let the universe bring you something better. Make space. The universe doesn't like a vacuum and will respond to your house cleaning by filling your home with what will best serve you. So it can also be like a metaphor for your life, clearing space, letting the old go. Whether it's like a fight, letting that go, letting, again, emotional baggage, or like anything that just clogs up your mind, that keeps you distracted, or keeps there a rift between two people, like if there's some sort of issue that needs to be cleared up. But clearing that up, letting it go, even if you have to just do it for yourself, maybe writing it down, writing that person a letter or something, whatever it is that you need to do in order to feel like you can let something go and clear away so that there can be space for new things to come in. I mean, if something's completely packed and your life is full of things, like there's no space for anything new to come in, no new inspiration, no new people, no new love, no new projects. So thoughts, inspiration, all that. So gotta make space and let things come to you, let inspirations, ideas, things pop into your head. See how they can be used in new, innovative ways. Again, I feel like the moon is really important. It's 2 9s, adding up to 18, and that is the moon in tarot. So again, not having any sort of level of like deception, just being honest and clear about what it is you want, what it is you're saying. Honest. Moon can denote some sort of deception or like mystery. Mystery is fine, but just trying not to be like, deceiving others or too secretive or something like that. Just, say straight up what it is you want and think, feel, need, and hopefully you're with someone who sees eye to eye with you, and there's the right connections can be made. Maybe forgiveness or like some sort of just make up, like, I don't know why I'm going on this tangent, but like just sort of clearing house, making sure that everything's taken care of, I guess, so that you can move forward clear-headed, clear-minded, free for new things to come in, free for new experiences, and whether it's with the same person or not, but just newness, freshness, availability, all that. So, all right, well, I hope this was helpful, and I hope that you have a great week. And again, if you have time, check out the links that I put below. And, oops, I lost the picture. Again, have a great week. Thanks for joining me, liking, sharing, subscribing, all that. And I'll see you later.